Hey everybody, welcome to another Candy Coated Conversation morning show. Hey Coco, good morning. Uh-oh, are you driving Coco?
No, I'm
Coco
in
maybe,
bed.
huh?
No, I'm in the bed.
Okay. Well, you sound better. You sound 1,000% better, and that is a wonderful thing. So, good morning, good morning, good morning to everybody. Thanks for joining me today. I certainly appreciate it, and I hope everybody's day is started off well. Because look, it's Friday. We got to be doing good. I know I'm feeling good because it's Friday. Shoot.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Right. Good morning. Hey, Banger.
Good morning. Got my coffee brewing. Oh yeah. Good morning,
Look, that's the
Coco. How
best.
you feeling?
I feel a little bit better.
Okay, you sounded too. Good
Thank
morning,
you.
Nikki, Miss Parker, Curly
Yeah.
Cookies, Shantae, Bixie, Miss True. Oh, heavy on the sky.
Heavy on the sky. Hey, girl. Just getting a couple little things together here, you guys, so that
Okay.
we can get started for the day. You know, I had to see like, dang, what's going on in social media today. I haven't seen that much going on. But you know what? What we do have, we're gonna definitely talk about it. And I know something that I definitely want to laugh with you guys about is the daggone look, y'all, somebody sent me a picture. I believe it was Sade sent me a picture, and it was so funny because look, uh Netta is out here looking like Carlissa, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all in just a minute. I said, dang, what's
Oh
going
my
on?
God. They was talking about that yesterday.
I
Talking
swear to
about
God, I said, "What the hell is going on? How is Netta really looking like Carlissa right now?" And you guys know, here I'm getting it pulled up right now.
I think Miss True said she gonna get a BBL because of that shit. Somebody
Right.
said some shit like
Yes, because they looking alike, and then as you guys may know, or if you don't, I'm gonna show you. Look, they trying to give plastic surgery to these little social media people, and I guess they say it brings in business for them. It makes them look good. Look, they looking, they going neck and neck. Charles, Anetta, and Carlissa is neck and neck right now.
oh my god. Oh my
Banger,
god.
you now. What do you think, Banger? They are
What
looking
a,
alike, aren't they?
no, they not to me. I think he got a hard feature, that hard face feature, like mm-mm.
Uh, look, I think, look, if you squint your eye a little bit, look, Carlissa and Charles is going neck and neck. I don't know, y'all. So look, you did it a little bit, Banger, but let me go here and say good morning to everybody. Good morning, Heidi. Good morning, Elise. Elise is off from the night shift. Miss True, Worthy Family Channel. Hey, Meek. Meek is coming off the night shift. Good morning, Vixie. Good morning, Shantae. Good morning, Curly Cookie. Good morning, Jamie. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, Marianne. Let's see. The baby, that's Sade. Voracious one, good morning. Let's see. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Look, let me put Tamika up here. They look like sisters. Carlissa whole face when she did Jason Lee. Oh my God. So, but that is what's going on. Let me find it here, you guys, because they are Charles and Netta. I'm telling you the truth. They are getting plastic surgery. They had pictures over at the spot that they're going to in their little robes. That's why I said, now I saw that picture one time of Charles in that bathing suit. I think not Charles, Netta in that bathing suit. I think Netta going to get that BBL. Netta is going to get that BBL, baby. And let me see. We got to go through here and see what's going on. Dreezy, I really don't even know who that is. So we ain't doing that. But I want to go to this. This is a little interesting. So it says two of Jonathan Majors' ex girlfriends have come forward accusing the actor of abuse. One of the women claimed he threw her body across the room and threatened to make sure she couldn't have kids. Look, are these women coming for a payday? Where were these women at
Gotta come,
when?
got
What you think, Banger?
gotta be coming for a payday. Cause why she ain't call the police once she got thrown across that room, or even once she stopped dealing with him? You know what I'm saying? Or anything next day. Like I can't believe them now. But you know, good morning everybody that just came in.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Good morning. So now we all know that Jonathan Majors did, all of his charges weren't dropped. Some of them were dropped, but then he did, get a couple charges for his case with his ex-girlfriend. But this says, according to Rolling Stone, the women Emma Duncan and Maura Hooper spoke exclusively. Look, don't get mad at me, but I'm gonna point out the obvious. Sound like some white names to me, more white women. Um, Spoke exclusively with the New York Times about the alleged abuse. Emma claims that on multiple occasions the actor was physically violent with her. During one alleged fight in July 2016, Jonathan allegedly choked Emma, threw her body across the room, and threatened he was going to make sure you can't have kids. He has denied the accusations.
Candy,
Mora, hmm,
2016.
right. And you never came forward. He threw your body across the room. You
Right.
never came forward. You never pressed charges. It says Morrow, who dated Jonathan from 2013 to 2015, oh my God, claimed he was seriously controlling and that she was not allowed to speak to anyone about the relationship. Major's attorney, Priya Chaudhry, said Majors was young and insecure during that time period and is embarrassed by some of his jealous behavior. Why now? These women's accounts were first referred to Rolling Stone's investigation from June, where more than a dozen sources who are friends with the women or were present during their relationship independently corroborated details of the alleged abuse. So basically, the two just decided to let their identities be known. But you know what? uh that still ain't enough for me. I'm a woman and I'm against any type of domestic violence. And look, I'm pointing out that these sound like white women, but I don't care what, against any woman, white, black, brown, yellow, whatever. I'm against any type of abuse. But I believe if you're actually being abused, I mean, why now? And I know some people try to oh, they must have been scared. No, you weren't that scared and intimidated in all these years that you could have came forward. It's just now there's a potential payday. Hey, gangster granny. And that's just like right. Let me put this up what Nikki said. Payday and 15 minutes of fame. And that's it. Right. Gangster granny. I call BS. It's like, come on now. You're trying to jump on the bandwagon. It's hot. This is the time to do it. And uh, I mean, if he's going at these women, by all means, they need justice. But I am looking a little sideways about the timing of it all. I really am. Now, I want to show this as well. Vanessa Bryant unveils one of three Kobe Bryant statues that will be outside Crypto Arena. For the record, Kobe picked the pose. If anyone has an issue, tough ish. So let's take a look at this pose. Uh, so why is she saying Kobe picked the pose? Let's listen.
Because fans all over the world and the City of Angels loved Kobe so much. He will have 3 statues in front of the arena, also known as the house that Kobe built. One wearing the number 8, one with our beautiful daughter Gianna, and one wearing the number 24. Julia Imrani worked on this particular statue and did a great job of capturing the moment Kobe wanted. while adding the details I requested to make it all come together. One detail you may notice on the statue is that all of our daughters' names are tattooed on Kobe's arm. Although some of our girls weren't born at the time of that particular moment, that specific detail is for Kobe. A few additional elements that I requested to be added to the statue are Kobe's 5 championship trophies, Kobe's career accolades, the sheath QR code to watch Kobe's highlights pertaining to the statue on your phone, and the triangle-shaped base as a nod to Tex Winter and PJ's triangle offense. Clearly, it was that trio's favorite shape. As a
Okay, sound like she's getting along. I mean, I think this is definitely a nice thing. I definitely can appreciate the way she's keeping her husband's and her daughter's memory alive. I think that's a wonderful thing. I do see something here in the comments. Someone said, "I still hate the fact she ex out his parents. He was a son and a brother before a husband and a ball player." So, are her and his parents still at odds, even in his death? Does
I,
anybody know?
I didn't even know they had a problem, but okay.
Yeah, that's crazy. And even if they did have a problem when he was alive, I definitely wish that, they had been able to come together. Um, but a lot of times I think it can be a money thing, sad to say. I don't know if
I,
anybody go ahead, Banger.
no, I was saying that's what I think it was. Like, it had to be a money thing. It had to be.
Yeah, yep. Because I'm from what I understood, everything went to her, but I mean that was her husband and they have kids, so okay, the next thing I want to touch on, you guys. Now, did put it in the chat, you guys. Did everyone have a chance to watch the Club Shay Shay interview with Monique? Look, I just finished that interview last night. Now, I really had to pay attention with her interview because we a lot of people saw the Cat Williams interview, and her interview was just as good as Cat Williams, but Cat Williams had a way of telling everything that was, I don't know, for me, much more engaging. Like had me sitting on the edge of my seat, like, oh my God, is he saying this or what is he saying next? So it was definitely more engaging for me. Her interview was definitely good. But she definitely concentrated on Lee Daniels. I mean, I guess her issue with him is squashed because he did apologize to her, but she definitely concentrated on Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey. And those two are thick as thieves. And I believe her. I believe everything that she said. I really did. And just like Gangsta Granny, let me put this up. Gangsta Granny says she came with receipts, and she most definitely did. She came with receipts about what was going on, and some of the receipts she just gave it to Shannon, and he saw it. So she repeated over and over. I don't want you to just take my word for it, like you said that you've done with other people when they ask, why did you believe this or why did you believe that? She said, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to see for yourself. Here's the receipts. She said, you don't have to just act like you're just believing me just because I said it. I'm going to prove it to you. So with that, she did. So she also had something to say about DL Hewley, and let's see. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna play first what DL says, and then we're gonna play her response to him. Here we go.
Sacred. Right. Family is sacred. And we know that you don't cross the line when it comes to family. Correct. Right? I do DL's radio show. Yes. DL Hughley is not there. His team is there. Mm-hmm. And Shannon, we having a great time. I mean, baby, we having a great time. We going forward, back and forth. When we get to the end of the show, they say, Monique, you want to play a game? Well, I want to play. I said, sure, sugar. Let's play a game. And it's a game called Would You Rather.
Oh.
Okay. Now,
Monique, you should have said I'm too old for this game.
Wait a minute. We're having fun, baby. Right? We're having a good time, Shannon. Okay. It's the sister there and there's two other guys. We're having a great time. It's a beautiful Black unity cookout. Okay. We're having a good time.
Okay.
Would you say your wife was your family? Is that considered family?
Yeah.
So your husband is considered family,
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. So family is sacred.
Right.
Family is sacred. And here we go. They said, Monique, we want to play a game of Would You Rather. Let's go. Would you rather your husband sleep with Lee Daniels with a condom or Corinne Steffens without one?
Really, Monique?
Yeah, now, as y'all are watching right now who haven't heard this story, y'all going, they doing the same thing in the studio. They going, okay. That is exactly what happened. Now, I said to the team, how does that uplift our community? I said, sister, and her name is Jasmine, how could you ask another sister that? Well, we just planned. I said, tell me the joke in that, because I don't know what you're insinuating. Then you're involving people that have nothing to do with nothing. Like, what are y'all doing? So I said, I'm going to call my brother, DL. I'm going to call my brother. I call DL Hughley. Here we go. They said,
okay, I'm going to stop this right here. And I just want to ask, is that disrespectful as hell to ask someone that regarding their husband? Coco.
Uh,
If someone asked you, you're married, you're a happily married woman, and
yes.
everyone knows that. And someone asked you,
yes,
would you, yeah,
yes.
like,
yes.
wait, how is that funny? Yeah, I'm with her. I wouldn't have found that funny at all.
Right. It's
at all. And you guys, the link to join the panel is pinned at the top. If you want to come up and join and give your opinion, I'm gonna get back to this. Yeah, exactly. Right, Granny. Hell yeah. Don't ask me no ish like that about my husband. That was disrespectful as hell. And I would have been taken aback as well. Honestly, I don't even know if I would have handled it the way that she handled it by asking her, how's that uplifting to the Black community? I don't know if I would have kept my composure. So let's go to the rest.
I say, hey, baby. Yeah.
Huh?
That's how he responds. Yeah.
Did he know it was you?
Yes, because they called him to let him know Monique's going to be calling.
Right.
Like this, it was getting crazy.
Right.
I'm like, just let me get on the phone with my brother. Right.
Yeah.
Hey, DL. Yeah. I said, listen, I just got off the phone with your team and they wanted to play this game, Would You Rather? And it was like stupid. Like asking me about my husband and Lee Daniels and Corinne Steffens, and his exact words, well, that's how we do it. I said, DL, how does that uplift our community? And again, I don't know what y'all trying to insinuate, but brother, what you doing? Like I said, that's just how we do it. So it is what it is. Now, it got so ugly that my attorney had to send a cease and desist. So it never aired. So we have, like, when Cat Williams talk and people, truth tellers talk, we have recently on the phone. I say, hey, baby, it's to everything we're saying. That's how that whole thing got started. Okay. It's family. My husband is my family.
Yeah.
Now, you babies that are really good with this internet, through the years, I've watched DL speak ill of me. Through the years. I never knew DL Hughley had a problem with me. But when Cat said they all a group, he forgot to put DL Hughley in the group. Mm-hmm. Through the years, I was bitter. I was dangerous with what I was doing, saying that it was inequality. My husband didn't know what he was doing. This went on through the years. I was unloved, all of these things. And I said to myself, to everything we're saying.
Well, Club Shay Shay is getting messier and messier. It's almost like Wendy Williams didn't go anywhere. She just got a weight set. So Monique was on. Every time I see Monique these days, she's on doing some greasy ass video with her and her daddy complaining about something or working out. I don't know nobody that work out that much and gain weight unless every crunch you do has got Captain in front of it. But apparently she goes on Club Shay Shay and tells the story about how she came on my radio show and I wasn't there at the time. And my co-host Jasmine Sanders played a game that we played all the time with everybody called Would You Rather. She apparently was so offended by that she says she got off. She called me. Monique did, and she said I was very dismissive, like, huh? Monique's a liar. When Monique did call me, I heard her complaints. I listened to her, and I pulled the segment. So if I had been as dismissive as she alleges I was, that segment would have aired. It didn't because I respected her wishes. She's a liar. Well, Club Shay Shay is getting messier and messier. It's also befuddles the shit out of me how somebody who as a comedian talks as much shit about everybody else as she does, she has the temerity to be offended about anything as much shit as you say about people. Then she encouraged everybody, allegedly it stems from the fact that I used to always talk shit about her on video after video, and she encouraged her sweet babies to look at the video and find them. Do that. Do exactly what she says. And you know what you're not going to find? You're not going to find any evidence of that because Monique is a fucking liar. She's lying about that. But what you will find is Monique talking shit about some alleged contract dispute we had. Look at the ticket. It says D.L. Hughley, then Monique. She knows the story. But what she did in response to that, she talked about my dog, my wife. This broad even brought out my daughter's personal trauma. My daughter was molested, and Monique brought that shit out and told the world that I allowed my daughter to be raped in front of me. The lying motherfucker. She knows she was lying. It's also befuddles the shit. And it only stopped when everybody from my family checked her. It's interesting. You know what else you won't see Monique doing? You won't ever see her with her family, videos with her children or grandchildren, because nobody fucks with me. How do you have sweet babies when your own babies don't fuck with you? How do you love us for real when there's no evidence of anybody loving you for real, except your daddy, who you apparently have to pay? And FYI, daughters are paid for by daddies, not daddies who get paid by their daughters. You know what else you won't see Monique doing? Telling jokes. Monique, if she'd have spent as much time actually writing jokes and writing her Netflix special as she did complaining about not having one, it wouldn't have been trash. It got the worst reviews of any Netflix special in history because that's what Monique does. She complains and she has grievances. You never see her being a human being. You never see her being sweet and warm to people, except when and it only stopped when everybody from my family, when she's using it to butter somebody up to get something. There's a reason why everywhere she go, shit starts. Everywhere she goes. How is it that nobody fucks with you, not even your family? How do you, or I was on the road getting it. I get it every goddamn week. Look at my schedule versus yours. See how much I'm going. And I still manage to have a relationship that I cherish with my children. Can you say the same? You can't. Because all you do is talk about your grievances and who did you wrong. There's a reason you're by yourself. There's a reason you got to pay a man to love you. It's sad. There's an old adage that says you can't buy love. It's a shame, Monique, that you probably always will have to. When she's using it to butter.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So what do you guys think about that? I'm gonna go through the comments here. Now,
Call Cap.
what
I call Cap on DL Hughley.
okay, why do you take that stance, Coco?
Um, I don't think that he took. I don't think that he took the segment down, especially with his demeanor, the way he's coming off. I think she absolutely had to do the cease and desist on
Mm-hmm.
that. And I also agree with what Zbanga said in the comments. She didn't say it happened in front of him. She said he didn't believe his daughter's story, so he just lied. So yeah, I was two lies. I call Cap on D Hell Hughley, and I don't know if you can find it, but uh um Monique actually had her and her husband came back later and had something to say about
Yeah,
this.
we're gonna play that too. I'm gonna
Okay,
hit some of the comments real quick.
okay.
Bixie said, yes, very disrespectful and distasteful what they said. Good morning. That's what they said. Good morning. Good morning, Cassandra. Jimmy said, I'm playing devil's advocate. LOL, they're comedians and old comedians at that. Yeah, that is a point, but I don't know. I don't know. I still wouldn't have been cool with that. Marianne said, "I like Monique, and I feel that is real sad how they doing her." Jamie said, no one is safe," and I think she means in regards to them being comedians. And Banger, what are you talking about? I should be green now. I hope. Z-Bang says she didn't say it happened in front of him. She said he didn't believe his daughter's story, so he just lied. And Meek agreed exactly. Yep. Gangsta Granny said, why when a strong woman speaks up, they gonna drag her name to hell. That is true. That is true. Heidi B said, well, I've never been a DL Hughley fan. He's an asshole and arrogant as F with his weird self. And Nikki said DL full of ish. That's after people started pulling receipts. Right. Granny said, I'm glad I'm getting higher than a research monkey. Now I won't be mad. Okay. So now let's see the response to what DL Hughley said from her and her husband. Let's see.
Our brother, D.L. Hughley. And we are firm believers on what is right and what is wrong is wrong. Yes. So we got to start off by saying there was a cease and desist that was given to DL to shut it down. Mm-hmm. What had taken place, to be accurate, was after Monique spoke to Brother DL on that conversation, Brother DL said, what? Well, after we spoke on that conversation, when we hung up that phone, the last thing he said was, it is what it is. And I said, DL, then we're going to have to get our attorney involved. That's the last thing me and DL Hughley said on that conversation. And after having that conversation with Monique, we went foremost. Our brother, DL, had our attorney involved, Attorney Anderson. At the time, there were some emails that were transferred back and forth between his side and our side, and it escalated to a point when we had our attorney on the email, whereby then finally DL said that he would scratch the interview. Yes. So it was inaccurate that a cease and desist had to be given. However, that was the next step, and that's what Monique remembered, because when I discussed it with her, we said that would be the next step. But to DL's credit, at that moment, when it had escalated, that's when he decided to shut it down. However, that is a bit different from how it seemed to have been communicated, whereby on the phone, they were having a conversation and it was kumbaya. Though he never used those words, kumbaya, it did not have our attorney involved to end with her being under the impression that this was going to be resolved and shut down. So we wanted to make that clear out of love and respect for Brother DL. And despite all the commentary that he gave, with all the crunches she be doing, the captain's in the front. I do. And I do. Tell him. I'm a sneak snacker, baby. And she doesn't sneak when she snaps. Okay. Hey. But nonetheless, we wanted to be clear because at the end of the day, we Black folks in this world of entertainment. And there was a level of harshness in his return that seemed a little bit exaggerated for the moment. And we wanted to make it clear. And I think I end with Monique can do it best when she speaks in reference to what she meant while talking about DL in the past. You know, when I watched DL say, she went after my wife, she went after my daughters, I want to really be clear who I went after so that there's no confusion here. When I was on stage,
When I'm on stage and we are performers, we are performing to the audience in front of us. When I was on that stage and I said it must be hard to perform oral sex,
but differently.
Okay, on a coward, that had nothing to do with Mrs. Hughley. That insult was directed straight to you, DL. That had nothing to do with your wife. That was straight to you. So it felt like you were trying to pass it off as if I was going after your wife. When it comes to your daughter,
Monique can do it best.
You did a post about, you did an interview about. I didn't do that interview. I simply reposted what you said. So when you say, Monique, you went after my daughter, that's untrue, DL. I posted what you said. And then when you said on your when you were really going for it with your shades on, and you said, Monique said I stood by and watched my daughter be raped. D.L. Hughley, that's your conscience talking to you, brother. I never said that. I never said that. And I want to be a little clear about something else. Never would I try to do anything to harm any of your babies, because we got babies too. So never would I try to do anything to harm your children. However, what I was saying to your daughter and to the other, you did a post about.
Look, I had to pause real quick because I was laughing, you guys, because Monique was on her banger ish right there. I didn't say
Pause
that. I
it.
just
Pause
posted,
it.
huh? Oh, I cannot, you can't pause it, but
Uh,
I think she was done to the next one. So I was laughing because I said, "Oh, Monique on her Z banger ish right there." Talking about, I didn't say that. You said that. I just reposted what you said. That's how Banger be doing China. China be mad when her own words come back to bite her in the ass, you know. So
Right.
that was funny. Yeah, that was funny to me. I said, okay, Monique doing the same thing. People really get mad about that because they run their mouth too much. And then when you point out the fact of what they said out of their own mouths, they mad that you caught it, that you remembered it, and that you are are bringing light to what they said. So yeah, I giggled at that little part. So here we're gonna go to the next one.
There, I know what it's like for your daddy to know you've been touched and he not protect you, because my daddy did the same thing. That's what that whole point was. But I was showing why I would call you a coward, brother. I don't think it's brave that you didn't protect your baby. So when I said what I was saying, let me be clear to you, D.L. Hughley, it had nothing to do in reference to your family, and you know that. Now, when you were speaking and you were going off and you said, um, what did you say? She was so offended by the game we play, but you didn't say what the offense was. And that's the part for me that is disheartening, that you continue to try to trick and smoke and mirror our people. If you're going to say it all the way through. When you say family is sacred, you are absolutely right, baby. You're right. To the other daughters out there, I know what it's like for your daddy to know you. But when you say, would my husband rather, and you co-sign your team of people doing that, well, isn't my husband sacred? So you got to be careful in your words, because the very words you use, DL, they're going to come back, and they're coming back to bite you, baby. And what I also said on Club Shay Shay, when I looked in that camera, I said, DL, I love you, brother. And I don't know if you didn't hear that part, but we really do. We love you, brother. And if ever you get, but when you say, would my husband,
Well, Club Shay Shay is
Okay, so that was their response. I definitely want to hit. I'm going to hit you guys comments in the chat, but I want to see what they're saying here. Someone says, "I love how supportive her husband is and stands 10 toes behind her." That's a Black King right there. Someone else said, "DL out of his own mouth disrespected his own daughter. He can't forgive himself, so he chose Monique as a scapegoat." Someone else said, "You can see how safe her husband makes her feel. He's literally the only person who believes defends her." Someone else said, whether you like it or not, Monique has been consistent in every story she's told for years. That is true. Someone else said her husband is her problem, but we'll keep ignoring that. with that half open marriage they got going on. Someone else said, notice how she ain't cuss and ain't get loud and elegantly got her point across. Didn't have to body shame. She went based on facts. Someone else said, he low key gives me colorist vibes too. Monique isn't messy, ugly, or fat. He's jealous. He's not funny or a relevant comedian. Someone else said, although this can be annoying, I'd be screaming my truth from the rooftops until my voice was heard if I was doing wrong too. Carry on, Auntie. Someone else said, the way this man ride for Monique, I love this duo together, husband and wife. You know, that's something I want to talk about real quick. What do you guys think about now? The only thing, oh, hold on. Before we get to it, let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Good morning, Gold Digger. Okay, Vixie said, I never liked DL. He just came off as arrogant to me and not funny. Okay, Gold Digger is saying, good morning, panel and chat. Good morning. Meek said, she stands firm behind her man, as she should. And she definitely ruffled his conscience in a ball. Bixie said, moral of all of this is stop running your mouth if you don't want it used against you. There's no such thing as keeping secrets anymore. Yep, Curly Cookie said, yep, words are powerful. But this is what I want to ask you guys' opinion on. Now, the only thing that I found a little cringy is the whole mommy and daddy thing. I don't really get into that. But a lot of people do call their spouse mommy or daddy, and that's their own personal thing. But I love how protective her husband is. And if she has enlisted him to be her manager and things of that nature, it's beyond me why so many people are always trying to keep him to the background and act like he doesn't have the right to be there representing her the way that he does. Because not only does he represent her as her husband, but he does represent her as her manager. So why do so many people not want him around? Is it because your intention is to take advantage of her? What do you guys think? Yeah, Z Banger. And the thing of it is, even on that interview, she said that he is her third husband. Her first husband, she said, she just got married just because basically, she didn't want him uh getting the milk without buying the cow and stuff like that. And then for the second husband, she just said that basically she financially needed a partner at that time. She basically said that this is her marriage, her love marriage, where they're in it for the love and they love each other. So I just don't understand why people have so much animosity towards her husband and the mere fact that he is present in the room and defending his wife in all levels, defending his wife as his wife, and then protecting his client. She's his client as well. So I mean, they're a team, and I don't understand why so many people take issue with that. That's odd to me.
Haters.
Yeah, let me
Yep.
ask you, Banger.
Hate.
Hating.
Right. Let me ask you, Banger. If you were in that same position, wouldn't you be at every meeting? If this was your wife and you're not only her husband, but she's like, hey, you're gonna be my manager as well. Why would people be upset about that? If not to take advantage?
Yeah, they can't take advantage like they used to. So, they kind of upset at him because, he making sure she don't make the wrong decision. So he just holding her down to me. That's all I see. And they hating on that.
Mm-hmm. I think the same thing. And looks like the consensus is the same in the chat. Nikki says what it is they can't take advantage. Heidi B says my grandparents called one another mom and dad. LOL. It was cute. Yeah, some people do it. Dixie said that's what a husband is supposed to do. The reason they take issue is because they do not have a man or a husband like that. Right. Oh, and look, did y'all hear on the interview? Now, this rumor, regardless of Stedman being around for years, this rumor has plagued Gail and Oprah for decades, right? She made some comment about Oprah saying when she has a hard day, that when she has a hard day and she goes in the house and only Gail can calm her down. She said, "Where's Stedman? Was that weird or no? Or is it a best friend thing? Perhaps."
I think it's a best friend thing.
You think it's a best friend thing? Okay. Well, look, she sure put it out there. I said, "Oh Lord." I said, "Monique over here starting some ish." I thought I was like, "Oh my goodness, she's starting something." But that was a really good interview, you guys. Check it out if you can. Now, I think look, let me not think. Let me just go get the numbers real quick because he had the blowout interview with Cat Williams. So let me see. I want to see real quick how her numbers are doing because the interview only what 1 or 2 days ago. So let's see. Let's see where they're at right now. Take a look. So the interview posted 1 day ago and it's at 6.3 million views. So it's going to do numbers as well. It's going to do good numbers for him as well. Yep. Okay, so let's see what else is going on in the world here, y'all. Uh oh, this is a little moral dilemma. Let me ask y'all. See what y'all think. Says right or wrong. A woman questions if it's wrong to ask her friend to pay for damages done to her car while it was in her possession. Hell no. So the lady says, "Y'all, so I let my friend borrow my car and she texted me this while I'm at work. She's saying that the trash truck did that. So I called Honda and they told me it's almost $500 to get it fixed. She's my friend and I love her to death, but would it be wrong if I asked her to help with the payment since I did let her borrow the car?" Help? She need to pay for the whole thing. What y'all think? Is that out of pocket to ask just because it's your friend? You'd want if it was a stranger, if they damaged your car, you'd want it. Why would you not want the same thing if it's your friend?
Yeah, I do agree. I
Why
agree.
not go after the trash company?
Well, I mean, the trash company as well, but you got to prove that. Look, here Super Sin is in here talking about, "I don't understand why friends don't pay for damages. That happened on their watch. This happened to me plenty of times. I just stopped expecting them to pay." Look, I wouldn't have did that. I just would stop helping like that. Shoot.
Yeah, they wouldn't be driving my car.
Yeah. Somebody said the real friends would have told you how much they have to give you right then, button. Somebody else said, "Don't let nobody borrow your car. Don't let nobody move in your crib." Yeah. Just had to do that one. But yeah, that was weird because I would think my friend would want to make it right and not leave me paying everything. Let's see. And speaking of Monique, let's put this out here. Let's
Brother
see.
Cat Williams. Now, y'all know that is my fraternal twin brother, non biological. Okay? And I want to tell y'all about my twin brother, Cat Williams, baby. Guess what? I'm going to be joining my brother, my twin brother, Cat Williams, on the Dark Matter Tour. So I'm excited. We are excited. I cannot wait to see y'all. Connecticut. I see y'all tomorrow night with our brother, Cat Williams. Albany, New York, with our brother, Cat Williams. And I'll say this too. And I told him this. I said, for as funny and as talented as you are, your heart is far bigger. And I want to talk to y'all about our brother, Cat Williams.
Okay. Look, I definitely would go. If I was in the vicinity, I definitely would go. Huh? Would y'all be down to go see Monique and Cat Williams?
Absolutely.
All day.
Look, look, Miss True said I broke someone's couch and bought them a new couch. Look, that was the right thing to do when you sat on it, right? Marianne
You had to
said,
you had to be doing
Wait. Pause. How you break somebody's couch?
true. How you break somebody's couch?
That's why I said you had to be doing more than sitting on it.
Oh, what you trying to insinuate, Banger? What was True doing on that couch?
Hmm, hmm, hmm.
Marianne said, if I lent you something and it got damaged in your possession, yeah, you're gonna pay for my stuff. That's right. That's only right. It it kills me how some people act like they don't know the right and wrong. Like you don't know right and wrong. Even if the insurance paid for it, you don't think that they're being affected, by the accident and even have to put that claim in and things like that. That's crazy. Yeah. Yes, and let me put this up here. Gold Digger, yes, you guys, join and become a member. Love to have you over here. Yeah, let's see. Marianne said if I was still in New York or Connecticut, yes, I will be going. Yep, that's something good. So let me see here. Let's see. Here's
They don't
Krishan
believe in
here.
Jesus. So that's why it's happening right there. Like all them people that's bowing down with them carpets that's on the floor, they bowing down to a God that said to worship his son, to accept his son first. So and then they making big palaces of it. Like, like they really standing and sticking behind it. Like they made laws about their religion. So I'm kind of like where Jesus was born at, they go over there believing something that's totally have nothing to do with him, right? Or
Yeah.
no? Because like I seen videos where they pray at is cockroaches and infested with like. So what is God trying to tell us? That's what I. That's what I.
Uh, here's my okay. Here's my opinion on this and Krishan, with the whole religion and things like that. I definitely wish she was more versed on the religion that she was speaking on before she spoke. It definitely seemed like she was coming across with just things that she had heard and assumptions that she has about that religion. And I know a lot of times it's been said when we're on the Z Banger show and we're discussing Krishan and things of that nature that she needs a little media training. I definitely think that is still true because this is one of the topics that I think that you kind of stay off of in general because it can go left, especially if you really don't know what you're talking about. So, you know what it came across to me as? Remember when Cardi B first came out and Cardi B would try to talk on politics and things like that, that you could tell she really didn't know anything about? It was like she was trying to pull a Cardi B to me. That's how it came across. You guys remember what I'm talking about? Remember Cardi B would come out, try to talk about religion and political issues and things like that. And she was just kind of
Yeah.
flubbing
Hmm.
around, not really knowing what she was talking about. And I get it. I mean, you can
That's
definitely
what.
learn. Go ahead, Banger.
No, I was saying that's what I feel Rock tried to do. Well, that's what came in my head when
Mhm.
remember she started talking about the war and all that. I was like, damn, she sound like Cardi B.
Yes. And she definitely could have been trying to learn because Nikki saying, here, let me put Nikki's up. So Nikki was saying, I think she was trying to understand and was asking questions. Elise said she was asking questions. And I get that, but I think, like, how do you pose something like that and then you're asking the question to a bunch of your fan base that doesn't know what they're talking about either? That's what it came across to me. You're asking a bunch of people that don't really know either. And then I recall her letting someone come up and join her in the conversation. I said, none of them know what they're talking about either. So for me, I think it was definitely something that she should have just researched on her own, tried to learn, and personally reach out. Like if you're really, really interested and invested in the topic, try to learn what's going on, and then possibly reach out to have a larger conversation. So
I think it was innocent on her part. She happened to run across those videos and was deeply touched by the children being unalived and whatnot. And she wanted to know more. Like I think it was very innocent. You know what I mean? People, I think people made a lot more out of it than what it was, but she was really just trying to get more information, and then she was engaging her platform. And I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. With Krishan is always a hate train. People are always pick apart every little thing that she does. So I'm not surprised that it's being criticized. It was
Mm,
it was very
I,
innocent.
it may have been innocent, but I think that you need to be careful about the conversations that you engage in publicly, especially when, like, literally, these people are in the midst of war right now. So when you come out, you're going to be targeted when you come out and you're, you know, casting aspersions on a group of people where you know nothing about their religion and you're putting your personal opinion on things. Nah, we have to stop saying, "Oh, it was just in," you have to know, okay, when I need to learn a little bit, let me look into this before I speak on it. Like, when is that going to?
She's 23. She's living and learning. This is the
Oh
first
God.
time.
Oh my, I'm
This
getting
is the
so sick of
first
that.
time.
I honestly am getting so sick of that. I'm getting so
But
sick
it's
of that.
the truth, though.
In every
It's the
aspect of
truth.
life.
It's
When are
the
you
truth.
but when are you
It's
gonna
the
start
truth.
learning though?
I
When are you
mean,
gonna
I
start
I
learning
didn't
though?
know at 23. I didn't know that maybe I shouldn't be talking about religion and politics to everybody. That's something you learn as you grow up.
With all the things that have happened her and everything that's getting pointed out, and every time you get dragged, at what point do you learn, okay,
I
I
think
really am
she
popular on
learned.
social media.
I I
Really
think
popular on
after
social
this she
media,
learned.
and
Now if she
people
does
are
it
gonna
after
tear
this,
everything apart. They're gonna tear everything I say apart. So maybe I should investigate a little bit before I speak. When is that finally gonna? I mean, the normal 23-year-old is gonna learn with time. But when you're put in the position that she's in, how long does it take you to say, okay, I might need to hold off before I speak on this? I don't know. I get what you're saying, but she's in a different position than your average 23-year-old. How long is it going to take that lesson to be learned? That's what I'm saying. When you're in a different position than the average 23-year-old, how many times are you going to have to get dragged all over the internet for opening up your mouth and saying certain things before you realize I probably should wait a little bit?
Krishan could say the sky is blue and she's gonna get dragged all over the internet.
Mm, I don't think that's necessarily true. Okay, I will just have to take it like this, and we'll agree to disagree, Coco. And I definitely agree with Nikki. Rock's mentality is not there yet, and we'll just leave it at that. Oh Lord, Jamie says she's even admitted she's a little slow, and she also is a little naive. Let's see. Vixie said the expectations people place on Krishan are higher than the level she's at presently. I definitely agree with that. But that's why I say, with all the things that she's gone through, you have to learn a little bit along the way. Like, okay, this has happened to me so many times before. I better just, cool down a little bit. I don't know. But maybe it's impulse, like, okay, I saw that on TV. I was moved and I got to hop on and talk about it. But it just puts you at a disadvantage when when you attack people's religion, you can, you know what? You can cancel yourself immediately. And then when I was seeing some of the comments, Coco, and this is why I'm saying this, because I see how the hate train does run against Krishan. I see that and I acknowledge that. But that's why I come the way that I'm coming. Like, you got to start picking up some lessons along the way about how to change your behavior a little bit. Because one of the comments that I saw in this scenario when she was talking about the religion, somebody said, and this is just evil thinking, but somebody said, I can't wait for her to say something against the gays so she can really cancel herself out. And that is what would happen. We all know that that would happen. And I've already seen Krishan now with the gay issue. I have seen her misstep a little bit and misspeak and kind of correct herself to where she doesn't fully go there with her opinion on gay people. I've seen it. I I've seen it, you guys. And I wish I could find it to where I'm like, oh Lord, please don't say nothing. Please don't say nothing. Because she almost stated her true opinion about gay people and being gay and religion. So I just don't want her really putting her foot in her mouth because people are watching and waiting for her to do that. And that's why I'm saying she gotta, you're not the average 23-year-old who can take your time learning your lessons. You're in the public eye, you're speaking publicly, and you are going to be judged. And that is the reality that she's in. So that's just my thing. Let me go to the comments and see what everybody's saying. Let me scroll up a little bit here. Okay. Meek said, I get it. Watch what you say. But also, Rock was emotional and spoke of something she didn't understand. Okay. That's what I said. Said, not sure how long it's going to take, but her generation is definitely different from ours. And when you really don't have that connection from the external to learn, she learns off the internet. That is true of this generation. That is true. They bring everything to the internet. Very much so impulse with her, and she's not the same person she was 3 years ago for sure. Okay. Meek said, learn as you go. Cassandra said, if you don't understand something, you research and study, write your questions down and ask someone who has knowledge on the subject. And this is what I'm saying, Cassandra. Like, do a look if what you saw brought you to tears so much and instead of how because you're going to be judged for what you say, reach out to someone and ask someone. You just don't ask a bunch of random people to get on your live that don't know what the hell they're talking about either. That's my point, so yeah. Nikki said Krishan is an impulse person, not a thinking logically person. Ballot Queen says, I think when she gets a publicist that she values their leadership is when she will move more mindful, yet still remain her unapologetic self. Right. Definitely. Jamie said, I have a lot of slow learning disability in my family, and they act just like that. And I show them grace and patience. Tamika said, Ward said, have a nice day, everyone. You have a nice day as well, Tamika. Shantae said, I think we want her to be more mature and knowledgeable, but in reality, she is 23 with no guidance. And that is true as well. That is true as well. Okay. So let's go to this next one real quick, you guys. I want to see what's going on here. Now, I don't know. Do you guys remember this rapper? She really only had that one song, All I Wanna Do. I don't know the words, but I remember like for me, she was kind of like a one or two hit wonder. MIA. So it says former rapper MIA says her billionaire baby daddy vaccinated her son without her permission. She blames Jay-Z and Rock Nation for not helping her get custody because her baby daddy allegedly paid them not to. Hmm. Let's see what this is about. So she says, I sacrificed my career for my child. They ripped me off and copied my style and gave it to their puppets and shadow banned me on every platform, but it was worth it to save him from the madness of what you now know. Hmm. So let's see what this is. Says, do y'all remember rapper MIA? She used to be signed to Rock Nation, is mostly known for her hit single Paper Planes. Yeah, that's the song. Well, for those who don't know, MIA, whose real name is Metgani Maya, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that last name, was banned from entering the United States in 2006 for her alleged support of a terrorist group. She was able to eventually smooth that over, but was banned again in 2016. Before the ban, Maya dated a billionaire, Benjamin Bronfman. Her and Bronfman had a child in 2009 and split shortly after. Bronfman won full custody of the child. Now that we have some backstory, let's fast forward to this morning. MIA took to X, formerly known as Twitter, to call out her baby daddy and his new woman for vaccinating her child. Maya says his new woman is friends with Beyonce and Solange. Maya has a hatred for the Carters because she says Jay-Z and Rock Nation didn't assist her with the custody battle she lost years ago. Maya alleges that her billionaire baby daddy paid Jay-Z not to intervene. In her Twitter rant, she alleges that her home was broken into and all records of her asking Jay Z for help were stolen from her laptop. She blames President Biden as to why she can't currently see her child because her visa wasn't approved due to her past behavior. Members of the billionaire family were convicted in connection to sex trafficking scheme in 2019. Maya says it's unfair the government is allowing her child to be raised in that family.
Seemed like to me she blaming everybody but herself.
Everyone, everyone but herself.
Jay Z, President Biden,
Yeah,
her
Biden wasn't
billionaire,
even president when she lost custody of her child. What are you
her
talking about?
billionaire baby daddy. It's everybody fault but hers.
Right. Let me see. And so I guess this must be a stepmommy. Aurora James vaccinated my child without my permission. They manipulated my child by lying to a 12-year-old, pretending to be his mom. Of of course, it's not your own child. You don't care how you can psychologically damage your child with mental games. She's Beyonce and Solange's friend. Okay. I had what? I had sex in Texas once in 2008. I wish my fight for my child was just with a random dad and not the entire cesspool of US government and all global banking institutions and now Israel's war and military industrial complex and a bunch of pedos. Like, look, she sound like she going off the deep end. Yeah. She sounds like she's going off the deep end a little bit here. Let me see. Dixie said from the backstory, it sounds like she has a lot to do herself of why she doesn't have custody. Yeah, because she sounds like she's really going off the deep end. Nikki said, this rich people probably no comment. Rich people problems. That's what you're saying, Nikki, this rich people problems? Right. Okay. What else do we have going on here? And just a reminder, you guys, the link is posted at the top if anybody wants to hop up. And let's see here. It says Usher says he was able to negotiate a 15-minute halftime show instead of the usual 13-minute set. He says, I can't explain why, but it's a funny thing that I was able to do in craft. Usher explains ahead of the big game. That was a huge strategic thing that happened between me and my agency. Okay. Look, are y'all looking forward to the Usher halftime show?
I am.
Okay. Coco, can
I'm
you take over for just a moment, just 2 minutes, please,
I
about this?
I am a huge fan of Usher. Um, matter of fact, I have had dreams about Usher.
Did you have dream about the bumps?
No, I don't dream about the bumps. I don't dream about the bumps.
Hey, Coco, that's
You
something to
just
think
ruined
about,
it. You
though.
just ruined a happy thought. Oh my god.
A kid love ravishing. Just keeping it real. Just keep it real. You gotta. If you're dreaming about him, you gotta think about that
Oh
bumpy.
no, you just ruined it. Ruined my happy thought. Vixie said, yes, can't wait. Got my snacks ready. That's what I need to do. I need to get some chicken. I'm gonna air fry some chicken. I think I'm gonna make some rotel. I'll probably make my baby some deviled eggs.
Wait, where he's performing at? Oh,
The Super
halftime show.
Bowl. The Super Bowl.
When is the Super Bowl?
Sunday.
Oh, okay, okay.
We should do a watch party.
We
Have
could,
our own banger.
we could do it on Twitch.
That's what I'm saying. We could have our own banger watch
That would
party
be fun.
on Twitch, and everybody share what food they cook.
Look, I was about to say that, Coco, because look, I am not sports orientated at all. And look, for Super Bowl, that is all I get into is the snacks. Like, what are we eating and drinking? So look, I definitely would do that. And look, as a reminder, Z Bang has a foodie group on Instagram. So if y'all want to get in there, just let somebody know. They add you in. They're posting some good food up in there too.
No TV dinner pictures, please.
Ah,
And look, y'all, Banger even showing his little look. He always talking about he's shaking that dang air fryer, so he even showing his pictures of his little cookings and things like that.
I have my baby in there cooking.
Yeah, so just let somebody know. Good morning, Ravishing Rashonda. But yeah, so that's good, and I'm looking forward to this. I think it'll be really, really watched because I think it was a couple years ago people were really advocating for Usher to get the halftime show. So I'm glad it's kind of like a little accomplishment in music to get the halftime show, isn't it? That's what I've noticed.
Absolutely.
That it's like a big deal. And let's see, last year was Rihanna, right? That was Rihanna that did it last year, right?
Yep. With the pregnancy reveal.
With the pregnancy reveal, yep.
Hey, Candy, I sent you something on Instagram. I don't know if you want to play it though, but
Oh, let me check it out.
I know that's the one that Rock shared. So
Okay, let's see here. Okay, shout out to Lola Lee T.
This is
Fair
Lola
use, fair
Lee
use.
T.
fair use.
How you guys doing? Welcome to my channel. So I'm back with an update on the Krishan, Tamar Braxton, James Chanel Wright situation. So not only have charges been filed for the incident, well now TMZ is reporting that James is going to sue Krishan for the assault and for using a slur. So James Wright is suing Krishan, claiming she attacked him at the concert back in November, an incident he says led to multiple face lacerations and two broken teeth. James was reportedly hospitalized following Tamar's show in downtown Los Angeles around the same time. And Tamar talked about the alleged incident on Instagram Live, where she said Krishan thought she was supposed to have a bigger role in the show. And apparently, Krishan became agitated when she was told that wasn't the case. So, in the lawsuit, James, who sung backup for Tamar, says he told Krishan she was supposed to only come on stage for the twerk portion, which was at the end of the night. And he said he told her she was not in the proper designated area. And apparently, that's when she allegedly hit him. So James claims Krishan struck him several times using a hand with large rings. That's what caused the lacerations and the broken teeth. He also claims that she called him a homophobic slur in the aftermath of the alleged assault. So James says he was sent to the hospital and has also had to consult with a dentist and a plastic surgeon in the aftermath of the alleged assault. And also, according to Shade Room, James' attorney Kevin Anderson said she hit him multiple times in the face for no reason at all. We were surprised that she was able to leave the facility that night. She had rings that were pretty much equivalent to brass knuckles. And the lawsuit continues to state that Krishan was removed from the dressing room where the alleged assault occurred. And again, as I mentioned before, she used homophobic slurs while describing James. So James is taking Krishan for assault, battery, and emotional distress. That's what he's suing for. And he's also seeking compensation for his medical bills along with other damages. So, what do you guys think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts. All right. So, Tamar.
Okay, y'all. We've talked about this before, but I just think this is absolutely crazy that someone could come from an incident. You had all that happen to you, all that was wrong with you, and this happened back in November. And here it was, what was it, the 6th, you guys, of February 2024? when he filed the charges? Right, Vixie. I'm still baffled that nobody could stop Krishan from doing all that damage to him. Really, like she did all that. You know, even when he showed the teeth, your teeth weren't broken. You had a gap, but you been had that gap. I didn't see any broken teeth at all. No scratches on his face. And then I hope she scours the
Plastic
internet.
surgery for what?
Yeah, for what? For what? Lacerations and cuts on your face. Where did that come from? And your daughters even said, you look fine. Hey Kia Love. Kia said, I would like to see video. He's such a liar, just trying to get some money. Absolutely. Absolutely. Meek said, Meek said he walked away. Hold on. Walked away free, no videos, just accusations. And Kia said any lawyer can beat this case, and they definitely will. He is up for a money grab. You know, he needs some money, and that's all that it is. Good morning, Katina. Monique said James Sue Tamar new family show all tie together. Mm-hmm. Yep, he's just out for the money grab, you guys. That's it, pure and simple. Money grab for sure. And let's see. Mm-mm-mm. I'm gonna go here, see what we got for the morning. Anything. Da-da-da-da.
Vixie said, didn't Lil Troy come out and say James was lying?
You know what? I don't remember because everything got so crazy and nobody's stories was coming together. It was just really weird, you know?
It's been a lot of different stories for sure.
Right. And just based on that, they should be able to get this dismissed. Look, perform what? Y'all look at this. Y'all want Boosie performing at y'all wedding? It says Boosie offers to perform at this couple's wedding after witnessing the proposal.
We
What he
can't
gonna
see it,
sing? Wipe me
Candy.
down.
Is that what he was saying?
Like, what else song he gonna sing?
Right. Why would you even make that to perform at your wedding? I mean, I guess to get the party lit. I don't know, but
Candy, we can't see what you're showing.
oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Here you guys go. It says
I thought the
here.
proposal was cute though.
Oh, I got chills. Oh, man. Woo! And they dressed it like the 90s. I love it. I'm performing at your wedding.
He said, and they dressed alike, like the 90s.
I'm performing at the wedding. Congratulations. I'm coming to the wedding and perform.
Yeah, somebody in the comments said started off gonna have that reception lit as hell. Somebody else said that's gonna be a ghetto wedding. Can I get an invite? Uh, somebody said this man ain't got one single wedding song. Somebody else said, now what song he gonna perform? Banger, just like you said. Somebody said, wipe me down at the reception, gonna be crazy. Oh, okay. Y'all letting Boosie perform at your wedding? Oh my God. Let me see. So look, it was pretty quiet on the internet. Oh, this is something I saw yesterday. Let me see what y'all have to say about this. Look, before I play it, did y'all even know? Did y'all even know Snoop Dogg had a cereal line? I have never seen it. So I want to know if y'all think this is justified.
I had
I heard
I
of it
had heard
before.
about it, but then I never saw it.
Yeah, I have never walked in the store, not one single solitary time in Alaska or Texas, and seen some Snoop Dogg cereal. But I guess him and Master P now have a lawsuit because so let me read it to you. Snoop Dogg and Master P sue Walmart and Post Foods for intentionally hiding Snoop cereal in stock rooms and using deceptive practices to limit their profits. It says according to the lawsuit filed on Tuesday, Master P and Snoop Dogg are accusing both companies of acting in a diabolical and underhanded manner by hiding boxes of Snoop cereal in stock rooms and allegedly coding the product not to be put out on store shelves. This suit claims these practices have hindered the duo from profiting from cereal sales. This case shines light on the steep challenges faced by minority owned businesses in securing fair opportunities in the marketplace. Master P and Snoop Dogg's attorney, Ben Crump said the actions by Post Foods and Walmart demonstrate cynical disregard and exploitation of minority entrepreneurs in the business world. The state Snoop and Master P created their cereal brand back in 2022 and had initially reached out to Post Foods for support to promote their product. Post reportedly offered to buy Snoop cereal, to which the duo declined, saying they hoped to preserve Brodus Foods as a legacy for their families. Post and Walmart responded to the suit in separate statements. So I'm trying to confuse as to why you so imposed if they are not part of you. I'm confused. Let's listen.
Over the store, on the aisles everywhere. Those products are owned by majority corporations. But when you had a product that was black owned, a black business, they put it in the back of the storeroom. And so we want everybody in our community to join us in saying that during this Black History Month, we want the message to be loud and clear. We stand with Master P. We stand with Snoop Dogg. We stand with Brothers Foods, Walmart, Post. Until you do right, don't expect us to continue to support you if you're not going to support our black businesses. Okay to sell all the products that Snoop endorsed, those are all over the store, on the aisles everywhere.
Here's a statement. It says Post Consumer Brands was excited to partner with Brodus Foods, and we made substantial investments in the business. We were equally disappointed that consumer demand did not meet expectations. So Post Foods is trying to say, did nobody want to eat your cereal? So leave us alone. I added that last part in, y'all. But basically, that's what they're saying. Walmart says Walmart values our relationships with our suppliers, and we have a strong history of supporting entrepreneurs. Many factors affect the sales of any given product, including consumer demand, seasonality, and price, to name a few. Ben Crump says, I'm proud to work with two rap icons, Master P. Miller and Snoop Dogg, to make sure Walmart and Post Foods are held accountable for ignoring businesses. We must demand that Black businesses treated with respect. We're fighting for our right to build generational wealth. Do you guys think this lawsuit has any validity? Now, I will say this. I will say this where I am with them for the simple fact I go to the store enough to know I have never seen these cereals out at all. So it's one thing to say they didn't sell, but with that being said, how can they sell if nobody ever sees them? Have you guys ever walked into a store and seen any of these cereals? I never have.
I haven't, but I wanted to also say this. It could have been lack of a proper marketing as well, because I ain't never seen a Snoop Dogg commercial for cereal, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, never. And I do know that Master P does have a lot of he does have a food line, you guys. You know, he got these noodles, he got them wrap snacks with the chips, with them flavored chips with everybody on them and stuff like
Right.
that. But I haven't but even with those, you guys,
Snacks
I've
are
never even seen.
popular.
Yeah, and I haven't even seen marketing for that. I think it's just word of mouth. So if you're solely depending on that for your marketing for anybody to, like I said, I've never seen these cereals at all.
I ain't
So
never seen them either.
maybe there is something to it. I don't know who dropped the ball, but I don't know. Look, Tamika says, curious to know what the cereal tastes like. Dixie said, I have never seen it, so how do they know what consumer expectations are? Exactly. If we've never once seen this cereal shown to us to even say, hey, I'm gonna grab some of these and see if the kids like it or if I like it. Um, because there are look, speaking of that, you guys, look, this is a sidebar because y'all know we're planning a trip in Vegas. Y'all know that there's like that I have a picture in it in Vegas. The little I guess it's a restaurant where
Candy,
the huh?
Candy,
What?
Candy. You broke the rules. You broke the rules.
What?
And you made them. We live.
Oh, about not talking about the trip so much. No, no, no. But
Yeah.
I'm going back to it. This is what I was leading to. Is that y'all know they have that restaurant that just sells cereal. Have you ever seen it or been in there in Vegas? I went in there in Vegas. The
They're
little
selling cereal?
yep, they
I
No.
just
didn't
sell.
even know a such thing existed.
Yes, yes. It's like a cereal bar where they have every kind of cereal in there. Um, and you just can go and just have cereal. So look, I wonder do they have the cereal, Snoop cereal in there? But anyways, and y'all, what Bang is talking about is y'all know we planning the Vegas trip, and it's 5 months from now. Plenty of time for everyone. And Cassandra's in here. She's doing a lot of stuff. So thankful for her for leading the pack with everything. But yeah, y'all want to get up in the morning, go to the cereal bar. They have one there. Um, I forget which hotel it's in. I have to think about it or look back on my pictures. Elise said, I don't want to go to no damn cereal restaurant. You go in there, have your favorite bowl of cereal, Elise. But yeah, so they have a lawsuit going. Mm, let's see if anybody else is interesting because we already did the Monique to the hilt. Oh, let's go back to this. Now, before I click on it, because I know it's going to immediately start playing. Do you guys remember we spoke about it the other day about homicide charges have been filed for the young couple who were having their first child and their baby was decapitated by the doctor during birth. I mean, it was a horrific, horrific story, but looks like the father is speaking out. So let's see what he has to say.
We just want justice for our son. They lied to us. They ain't let us touch him. Uh, we don't like it. We just want justice for our son.
Mm,
And there are two civil lawsuits that have been filed in this case. The attorneys telling us no one has been deposed at this time, and they simply want to know what happened in that labor room at the time that this incident occurred. We're going to have more details regarding that autopsy report. We just want justice for our.
So that was a horrible, horrible story. Where instead, if the baby was having trouble coming out of the birth canal, the doctor should have immediately. It's a very young couple. I think they're in their early 20s, but you know, it's common sense that you have. I don't have a medical degree, but I know enough to know if the baby is stuck in the birth canal, you have a C-section. You don't pull and tug on a baby until their head comes off. That's just ridiculous. Yeah, and I'm like Vixie, my heart aches for them because that is just definitely a crazy, crazy story. Good morning, Shanti Love. Um, so yeah, that was a heartbreaking story, but at least it has been ruled a homicide, so hopefully they can get justice. You know, I can only imagine that that feeling being your first baby and for something like that to happen.
That baby was, oh, I can't even say it. I can't say it. Never mind.
Why can't? Go ahead.
No, it's the M word. I can't say it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there really was. Yes. That is exact precisely what happened. That is precisely what happened, you guys. So I'm just looking here, seeing if there's anything else we want to talk about before we head out today. As always, thank you guys for coming through. Um, wow, people do some sick things. So what is Suki talking about? Suki said, "What can I do to brighten up these bed bug bites? I got when I stayed in Jamal's sister's house. What's the best products? We bed bugs. Oh God, cut it out, Suki.
Did you see the interview that she did with that one chick, and the lady described her as a musician, and I think that Suki thought that she was calling her a magician, and she said she wasn't no musician. She just
What she say she is?
she said she I think she was thinking the lady was calling her a magician, but you gotta see it. Scroll up. I'm pretty sure that who is this? The neighborhood talk,
No,
or
this is
it's
on
not this
site.
on site? Scroll up. I know it's got to be there.
Mm-mm.
Oh, scroll down, I guess.
Know what that is. But look, I wanna get you guys' opinion on this before we get out of here
Hate
today.
the burden of having to talk about my transness on the first or even the second date.
Wow. You would let me take you out twice.
Well, this
and
is the
not say,
ideal.
right, and not say, just so you know.
If we met out and about, yeah, I'm more likely to hold off longer. Now online, if I'm like on an app or something, I put it in my profiles. Like I don't play that game.
No, but if I met you at a bar, restaurant, whatever, Raquel's so beautiful, can I take you out? Sure.
It varies, but I'm not gonna be like, can you take me out? Sure. Oh, by the way, I'm trans. Like I might do that, but I don't feel obligated to do that all the time.
It's interesting that you say you don't feel obligated.
I hate the burden of having to talk about my transness on the first.
What's y'all's opinion on that? Put it in the chat real quick for our convo out the door. Uh, if, if if a trans person, if you're dating a trans person, when do you feel like they should tell you? Because here's the thing, I could see you. It's I definitely think it's a conversation that you need to have with anybody that you're in a relationship with. But what ends up happening to me is that you see a lot of these trans people and they haven't even had the full surgery. So why would you not tell somebody that, hey, this is what I got going on? So they can make that choice. Because even some of the comments on this post I'm seeing right here, they're saying that's a good way to end up dead in a ditch. And that may sound crass, but that's a reality. You have to be safe. And part of being safe when that is your lifestyle is unfortunately being honest with people.
I'm going straight to jail.
You see what I'm saying? It part of the struggle is that you are going to have to be honest to keep yourself uh safe. Because when people feel fooled and tricked, I've even seen just about a month ago, I even saw another case of someone that of a trans person that the man did have sex with them, but then felt so messed up afterwards that they did it that they killed him. Like some of these men are out here doing things that they want to try, but then they feel that guilt, or I guess that's what it is. Um, that they did it, and then they feel like it's best just to take you out of the equation so nobody ever knows. I don't know. I think it's a dangerous game. I mean, I think if you have some type of conversation with them, it has to come up, even though you want to stay hidden. But that really is not the reality. I mean, and you never know. You can honestly meet someone and you guys hit it off. At what point are you going to tell them? 6 months down the line, when they're in love with you, that hey, we never can have any kids. I can't have no baby. It's just a lot to it. It's a lot to that whole
Candy,
thing. What's that?
perfect example. Do you remember that movie you played with the trans guys,
I played
Secret
it.
Society?
Oh, exactly. Secret Society. Yes. Yes. Have you guys
When
seen that movie? Look,
when
look
the
at me.
dude fell in love with him, then he was like you know, told him that he was trans. Remember he flipped
Mhm.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, and that it's a real thing. It's a real thing. Cassandra said there have been so many incidents in Dallas alone where a trans person didn't say nothing and end up unalive. That's a very real thing. Jail, no bail. Let's see. Voracious said, I believe it should be discussed when any type of relationship is started. That's true. And it's like, yeah, I I think that a lot of people in the trans community very much want to hide, and they are like, okay, this is the sex that I want to be. This is how I want to live my life. And I don't want to tell, but you got to realize that you're lying to people. It still is a lie if you don't disclose. So I don't know. And there's gonna be people, of course, that disagree with me saying that, but that's what I feel like. When you don't disclose, it's a lie. You know, it is a definite lie. So okay, Banger, what you got planned for the day? Anything that we can tell the people? Or Coco, you got anything going today we need to tell the people about before we get out of here?
Well, I'm so happy about the trip right now. I made a members just so we can still talk about it.
Okay, you got a members only set up right now that people can go into?
Well, I ain't started yet, but yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
start it whenever you done.
Okay, so you guys, if you're a Z-Banger member, feel free to go over if you want to still get your morning chat on. I thank you guys so much for coming through this morning and joining us as always. I know it's early morning, but we always have a good time, see what's going on, trending topics and such. So thank you guys for coming through, and we'll see you on the next Candy Coated morning show. And look, I'm gonna pop in at other times too, but definitely morning show. And Coco, what about you? You got anything going on today over at Coco Drips?
Coco Drips might do a show tonight. A TGI Friday. Bring your drinks.
Okay. All
I'm gonna,
right.
I'm gonna bring my NyQuil.
So you guys, if you're not subscribed to Coco's channel, go over there and subscribe so you get your notifications of when she's going live so we can go over there have a good time. So you guys have a wonderful remainder of your day. We'll see you for the next Candy Coated conversation. Bye.
Later, good show, great show, Candy.
Yes, yes, yes. Bye you guys.